Yo, what is up, YouTube? Back with another today. We are going to be talking about the AFC playoffs and every single playoff scenario that I have found across the internet. So, buckle up. This is going to get very interesting. The end of this video is going to get crazy, so stick around for the end. The first thing I want to mention is this is the ESPN NFL playoff machine. If you look at the very top of the screen, it says there's the link right there. I'll also put in the description if you're curious to see what are the possibilities for the NFC, because I'm only going to be talking about the AFC in this video. And also the other thing I want to mention is I already went through every game and chose the most favorable outcome. So what you're looking at right here is most likely what's going to be the final playoff seeding. But then again, literally anything could happen. So let's start off by talking about the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals. So the Bills, they clinched the first seed by simply winning out. They play the Bengals this week on the road, a very tough win, and they play the Patriots at home. They win out, they get the first seed, they control their own destiny. Now, how can the Bills get the second seed? Well, they need to lose to the Bengals, and they need Kansas City to lose one game. So, there you go. Bills are at second, Cincinnati's at one, and Kansas City's at third. Is Kansas City going to lose to the Broncos? No. Okay, let's be realistic. Are they going to lose to the Raiders on the road, who they're benching Derek Carr? Come on now. We both know they're not going to lose that game. But the only way Buffalo's getting the second seed is if they lose to the Bengals, and there you go. They lose. Kansas City loses one game. Is this going to happen? Highly, I doubt it. And there's also one other scenario the Bills can achieve, and that's the third seed. They can't drop any lower, and they already clinched their division. So how can the Bills get the third seed? Well, they need to lose this game, or the Cincinnati Bengals need to win this game, I should say. And also the Chiefs went out, and it's that simple. So if the Chiefs went out and Buffalo loses to the Bengals, and let's say the Bengals win this game against Baltimore, they get second or third depending on who wins this game. So Buffalo, you control your destiny. Those are the three scenarios for the Bills clinching a playoff seed 1, 2, or 3. Nothing else besides that. So let's revert the original picks I believe I already have, and now let's talk about Kansas City. Kansas City, it's quite simple. You need Buffalo to lose once, and you need to win out. So we've already said this. Buffalo loses one game, you get first seed. You just need that to happen, and if Buffalo wins out, you're going to stay at second seed. You also lost a tiebreaker to the Bengals. So let's say the Bengals went out and Kansas City loses once. We've already seen this. You're simply just going to drop to the third seed. So you're either going to end up at 1, 2, or 3, depending on who wins this Buffalo and Cincinnati game. It's really that simple. There's no other way around it. This game right here, Week 17, Buffalo at Cincinnati, is the game to watch. It is the most important game for AFC playoff seeding this week. So, Cincinnati. We've already seen this. You can get the first seed if you win out. And win out meaning you need to beat the Bills, and you need Kansas City to lose one game, like this game, which won't happen. You can get the first seed. You can also get the second seed if Kansas City wins out and you win out. There you go, second seed. And you could also get that third seed if you lose to Buffalo but beat Baltimore. So you could get that third seed. You could also get the sixth seed if you lose out. And let's say you lose. Let's say you lose outright. You lose to Baltimore. You actually lose your division. Baltimore wins it. Depending on if Baltimore. Actually, it doesn't matter. If you lose out, you lose the division, because Baltimore will have. It doesn't matter if Baltimore beats the Steelers. They beat you this week, and they'll have the same record, and they win the tiebreaker. The Bengals, you cannot drop the 7th seed. It's not possible. You have a good enough record. But you can also get that 5th seed if Baltimore, let's see, if the Chargers lose one game and you have a better record than them, you can get that 5th seed. Is this going to happen? Come on, be realistic. Chargers play really bad teams, the Rams and, of course, the Broncos, just two teams that are playing really bad. So, Cincinnati, you're all over the board. You could literally get 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, or 5th seed, depending on what happens the next 2 weeks. So that's something interesting to watch. The next team we need to talk about, or division I should say, is the AFC South. This division has not been won yet. The Tennessee Titans and Jaguars basically play each other Week 18 for this division. Tennessee already lost Week 17, and the Jaguars play the Texans, but regardless of this outcome, Texans, Jaguars, all that matters is who wins this game. Jaguars win their division. Titans win, they win their division with an 8-9 record. It's that simple. Whoever wins this game wins their division. But you're probably wondering, can the Jaguars make the wild card? And the answer is actually yes. It'll be very rare, but if Tennessee wins this game and the Jaguars win this game, which is most likely going to happen, beating the Texans, but not sure about this. I think the Jaguars win this anyway, but let's say the Titans win, right? How can the Jaguars make the playoffs? Well, they need New England to beat Miami, Week 17. They also need the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Jets. They also need the Jets to beat the Dolphins Week 18. So let's say that happens. Boom. You'll see Pittsburgh's here, but Pittsburgh actually needs to lose one game. So let's say they lose to Baltimore. And look at that. You are a wild card spot team. This is very unlikely going to happen, but I think Jacksonville just wins the division anyway. And let's revert back to the original picks, the most likely outcomes. So here we are, and Titans, once again, you can make the playoffs by winning this game, Week 18, against the Jaguars. It is that simple. Now, Chargers fans, you already clinched a playoff spot, and there's basically two outcomes. You get the 5th or 6th seed. You can't get that 7th seed. It is impossible. But you can get that 5th and 6th seed. And all you really need to look at is your record. If you have the best record in the AFC wildcard, you just win it. I should say, wildcard teams, if you have the best record, you get the 5th seed. If you have any possible worse record, then let's say like Cincinnati doesn't win their division and you have a worse record, obviously you're just going to drop the 6th seed, but you will literally win every tiebreaker over every other team. If you have the best wild card record, you get the 5th seed, and if you don't, you get the 6th seed, and it's that simple, Chargers fans. So let's revert these picks. What's next? Ravens. You can get that 3rd seed. We've already talked about this. Just beat the Bengals. It's literally all you need to do is beat the Bengals. You get the 3rd seed. You win the AFC North. Because if you look at the current standings, 10-5, 11-4, let's say you lose to Pittsburgh and Cincinnati wins. Actually, it's not true, I guess. If Cincinnati beats Buffalo and you lose to Pittsburgh, you are done. If Cincinnati wins this game, you're done for. You're not winning the division. So you need the Buffalo Bills to beat the Bengals, and you need to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers to be in competition for that AFC North division title. Is this going to happen? We're just going to have to find out. You can also get that 5th seed. And how is this possible? You lose to the Bengals. So let's say you lose to the Bengals. You also need the Chargers to lose one game. And there you go. You got that 5th seed. It's that simple. You could also get the 6th seed. We've already seen this. And you can also get the 7th seed if you lose twice. So let's say you lose to the Steelers. And you lose to the Bengals. Whoops. Yeah, so let's say you lose to the Steelers and Bengals. and you need Miami to win 2 games. So where's Miami? Miami wins, and Miami wins. And you drop to the 7th seed, Baltimore. You can end up 7th, 6th, 5th, or 3rd seed this year. That is something to keep an eye on. And let's revert back to the original picks that make the most sense. Let's say Buffalo wins, Bengals win, Dolphins win, Chargers win. Okay, so Dolphins fans, how do you make the playoffs? Well, there's a lot of possible, actually, and maybe there is. So if you win out, you're in the playoffs. It's that simple. Win out. And you get the 6th or 7th seed depending on if Baltimore wins or loses their remaining 2 games. You can also make the playoffs by, beating the Patriots and a Jets loss. Just automatic victory. You automatically make it. This week 17, all you need is to win and a Jets loss, and you automatically make the playoffs. Week 18, if you haven't clinched the playoff spot by then, all you need to do is beat the Jets and a Patriots loss to the Bills, and you clinch a playoff spot. So Miami, it's looking very, very likely you are going to make the playoffs. So that's something to be proud of because it's been a while. Patriots fans, you control your own destiny. You don't need other teams to win or lose. You make the playoffs by winning out. Win this game, you're in the playoffs. There's no other way around it. Win out, you're in the playoffs. You can also get that 5th seed, 6th seed, or 7th seed. Is that true? I don't think so, so never mind. The Jets, how do you make the playoffs? You must win out. Let's say you win out. Boom. Let me revert these games back to the common sense picks, but let's say the Jets win out. You're in the playoffs, and you also need the Patriots to lose 1 game. So let's say the Miami beats the Patriots this week. You're still in. Let's say the Bills beat the Patriots. Jets, you're in. All you need is to win out and 1 Patriots loss. It's that simple. Is this going to happen? We'll see. Next, we got the Steelers. How can you make the playoffs? You got to win out. So let's say you win out, which seems pretty favorable at this point in time because Tyler Huntley starting for Baltimore again. You don't have Mitchell Trubisky playing. And then you play Cleveland at home week 18. So you need to win out. You also need the Dolphins to lose out. So let's say the Dolphins lose to the Patriots and they lose to the Jets, okay? You need that to happen. And you also need one more thing. You need the Jets to lose to Seattle. And there you are at 7th seed. Is this going to happen? We're just going to have to find out. I doubt it, though. And one more thing I want to show you is that if you look at these AFC standings, you'll notice there's an E next to the Houston Texans, meaning eliminated. An E next to the Denver Broncos, Colts, Browns. But there's no E next to the Raiders. That's because they haven't been eliminated from the playoffs. This is where stuff gets crazy. This is this is a miracle. This is straight up a miracle. I'd give it less than 0.1% chance of happening. But Vegas, you can make the playoffs, and this is how. You need to, first of all, let's revert these picks back to the original. So, Dolphins win, and that seems about right. What needs to happen? You need to win out, obviously. I mean, you need to beat the 49ers. Come on. That already seems hard. And then the Chiefs, back-to-back, 2 of the best teams in the NFL. You also need the Patriots, week 17, to win against the Dolphins. Could happen. You also need the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Jets. Definitely could happen. Week 18, you need the Jets to beat the Bills. The Jets to beat the Dolphins. So, boom. Jets beat the Dolphins. And you need the Bills to beat the Patriots. But you'll notice, once again, Pittsburgh's here. So, what must happen? You need the Steelers to lose 1 game. So, let's say they lose. And look at that. You also need the Jacksonville Jaguars to win their division or lose 2 games. There's no other way around it. And Vegas, you can make the playoffs. So comment down below if you found this interesting. There are so many different combinations and possibilities of what could happen. But we're just going to have to find out in the following 2 weeks. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Adios.